History of Indian Art by Art Echoes. Chapter 1, The Indus Valley Civilization, Dug and Found. The Indus Valley Civilization, or the Sindhu Ghati Sabhyata, is one of the most ancient civil cultures of India. It was approximately found between 3300 BCE and 1300 BCE. It was grown and developed in the Indus Valley, also known as Sindhu Ghati. The cities of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa were situated on the banks of Indus and Ravi. We got this information through the Archaeological Survey of India, an agency which conducted research on the Indian cities during the time of the Aryans. During the research at Harappa, the archaeologist of the agency discovered some seals or mudra. There were drawings of animals and hieroglyphic matter inscribed on these seals. After these findings, the agency took excavation work at location of 400 miles from Harappa to reveal the city of Mohenjo-daro. Mohenjo-daro was discovered in the Sindh province, whereas Harappa was discovered in the Punjab province of pre-independent India. It was spread over a wide area from the northwest frontier province and Himalayan foothills to Gujarat, Saurashtra in south, and the Gangetic Valley on the east. There is very much similarity between the seals found at the Indus Valley and those found in Mesopotamia. The prime occupation of the Indus Valley citizens were agriculture and commerce. The coins, idols, earthen vessels, etc. were found in Mohenjo-daro were influenced by the Sumerian culture. People of Indus Valley loved to live a peaceful life. They made security arrangements. Cities were bordered with bastions. Many bronze and copper weapons were found during the excavation. Architecture. From the ruins discovered, we come to know about the amazing accomplishments in the field of architecture during the Indus civilization. Town planning. First planning of their town was the roads. Roads were built straight and in such a way that they intersected each other at right angles. Some junctures were found where these straight roads got curved. Some roads were built by vine directions. Broad roads were 10 meters wide. The city was divided into big markets. The main roads in city seems to have been built stronger by spreading a layer of brick pieces on the top. In building structures, partially or fully baked bricks seems to be placed. Bricks were of standard proportion. House bricks and gutter bricks were different. L-shaped bricks were fitted in the corners of the buildings. The walls were thick and simple, whereas the top of house walls were also thick, simple, and were decorated with beautiful brick arrangements and has single or multiple floors. Roofs were flat and has railings. Provision for rainwater outlet, not so many windows in the house. Entrance were on the side of the lane, and provision of small kitchen could be seen. A special feature of town was its water supply and drainage system. Minimum one bathroom located on side a street from which wastewater could be carried through small gutters, called nala. It shows their hygiene consciousness towards waste disposal system. The Great Bath at Mohenjo-daro. The public bath at Mohenjo-daro, called the Great Bath, is a unique marvel of the Indus Valley architecture. This structure is made from fully kilned robust bricks with dimensions length of 11.70 meters, breadth of 6.90 meters and depth of 2.40 meters. Bricks were plastered with gypsum mixed lime, also known as chuna. The structure of the greatest bath seems to have been used primarily for and during religious or festive occasion. Sculpture art. The metal idols, earthen kiln sculptures of terracotta, stone sculpts, and coins found in Indus Valley clearly denotes the inclination towards sculptures. researchers have found 2 sculptures carved out of stone from the Indus Valley. The Priest King. One of the sculptures found in Indus Valley is the Priest King. This artifact was made from soapstone and was found at Mohenjo-daro with height of 17.5 centimeters. The beard and the moustache of the priest are decoratively engraved. The half-open big eyes seems to represent the meditative state of a yogi. The nose of sculpture is somewhat awkward and had its tip broken. The lips are fat and a band worn over a narrow forehead. In the center of the forehead, a circular medal can be seen. The ears have the symbolic shell-like appearance. There are the holes on the neck below the ears for fixing the necklace. Again, one could see shell-like shapes in the place of eyeballs. There is a shawl that this priest wears, on which the trefoil knot forms patterns are seen and painted red. This pattern was used in Mesopotamia and Egyptian cultures as well. The heads and beards of this priest king is engraved in form of parallel lines. It was said to be the first attempted sculptures in Indus Valley. This sculpture is on display at Karachi's National Museum of Pakistan. Seated male sculpture. Among the sculptures made in stone, a sitting male figure of alabaster stone is referred as the seated male sculpture is noteworthy. Figure is wearing a cloak which cannot be distinctly identified as worn around the waist like petticoat and seems to wind around from under the right hand. The left hand rests on the left knee, which looks raised a little bit. This sculpture is without a head, making the hair mass rendered on back seems incomplete and rough. A rope-like form seen on the back could be the hair braid or an ornament to adorn the hair. Torso sculptures at Hadappa. 2 torso sculptures at Hadappa are an outstanding features of the Indus Valley culture. Both are approximately 10 centimeters in height, has characteristic muscle forms without limbs. It has an arrangement to join the detached limbs and head to these torsos. Some sculptures are seen to manifest sensitivity and vigor. The sculptures were local creations. The Dancing Girl statue. Dancing Girl is a beautiful representation of bronze sculpture, and the dancer's height is 10.8 centimeters. She is shown to be standing at ease. One of her hand is on waist, while the other is adorned from the arm to the wrists with bangles, and its head rests a bit inclined on the shoulders. The special features of this statue are the dancer's big eyes, flatter and fuller nose and curly head braid. This statue is displayed at the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Museum in Mumbai. Animal sculptures. Statues of animals like the ram goat were discovered at Mohenjo-daro. We could see physical characteristics of these animals in these sculptures, that is the rolled back large horns and enormous body. We could find these statues at the National Museum of Pakistan in Karachi. Terracotta sculptures. We find terracotta sculptures of humans and animals. Human figure was found with long nose, tapering fleshy chin and beardless face. Women figures of goddess or ancestral deities, which were customarily worshipped. Lady wearing a low-waist short dress, fastened by a belt, wearing a garland, and a fan-shaped crown-like adornment used as oil lamps. Other art like decoratives and plain earthen vessels with figure of birds, snakes, fishes were drawn. Seals or mudra. Seals are fine example of art and craftsmanship. Chalk stone, alabaster and limestones were used to make these seals, where chalk stone seals were the most elegant seals of all. More than 1200 seals were discovered in the ruin of Mohenjo-daro, in shapes of squares and rectangle, where on square seals we found bull, buffalo, horse, dog, etc. Their sizes were 0.75 to 1.25 inches, some of which are cylindrical and circular. First seals were made by stone engraving, then later alkali, a water-soluble base, were added to add shine and attraction. Toys. These toys were made using clay, shells and elephant tusks. Clay vehicle toy was the most popular mini replica of the vehicle of that time. Colorful bird toys with thorn-like feet, likewise the bull toy, are specially imaginative with movable head of the bull. People at that time were skilled in making objects out of bronze, copper, and making jewelry, bangles, earrings, belts and other such valuable items.